Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to bout number 4. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's a light heavyweight contest scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds. Let me welcome first into the blue corner. It's from Port Talbot in Wales. Here's Geraint Magic Man Goodridge. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, now into the red corner. He's from Chatham, right here in Kent. It is Charlie, the Southport Animal, Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's a light heavyweight contest scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds. Remember, today's action is brought to you by JE Promotions, the only promotion for professional boxing right here in Kent. Your league sponsors are Kent Train Frames, double glazing at its best. And your security is provided by Protect and Patrol. Let me introduce your boxers again. Firstly, into the blue corner, wearing the blue trunks and black lace band. He weighed in at 11 stone, 13 pounds and 8 ounces. He's got a professional record of 2 wins, 2 defeats and 1 draw. He's from Port Talbot in Wales. He is Geraint Magic Man Goodridge. Now, ladies and gentlemen, into the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the gold strings. He comes to the public professional record of 5 fights, 5 wins. He's from Chatham, right here in Kent. Here is Charlie, Southport Mr. Rick McCann, and your referee is Mr. Lee every 4 3-minute rounds.
Boxers, please. Okay, that's I'll say stop boxing. So a 4-round contest, this one. Geraint Goodridge, the Magic Man from Port Talbot in Wales, against Charlie Shane, the local boy from Chatham. Both of them having had 5 fights. Goodridge in the blue shorts. And coming off the back of a couple of defeats.
Charlie he's a good kid. I mean, I watched the last 3 of his fights, and I've got to say I was impressed. Good southpaw, you know, he's a strong kid. He boxed particularly well. The last fight I watched him, you know, and I'd like to see Charlie do the same thing again today. I'd like to see him throw that left, that right hook that he throws. He tends to throw that right hook and lands that quite often, and he's quite successful with that. Being a southpaw, he is quite awkward and causes quite a few of his opponents problems at times.
Both fighters throwing a lot early. Shane the southpaw, but Goodridge started the round off with a good flurry of jabs. It's a nice shot to the body from Shane. The southpaw.
He does move well, Charlie. He moves really, really well. He moves left and right of the ring. He's got to stay off the ropes here, Charlie. He's a strong kid, Charlie, but he's got to stay off the ropes. He's thrown a few body shots and landed those, but he's got. It's a good shot to the body. Get a good left hook.
Some nice counter punch in there. But Goodridge lands as well in that exchange. And as
there's that left hook I was talking about. He's good with that left hook. That's the one for Charlie. He throws that well, and he lands that ears again. So
lovely left shot. Really nice left hand there, caught flush on Goodridge's chin, but he took it well.
For me, Charlie, that's his best shot. His left hook is his best shot. If he can follow that with his right, follow that down the middle, I think he'll be successful. I think it's a bit of a battle, this one tonight.
It is a bit of a tear up from the outset. Charlie just on the ropes there, measuring Geraint Goodridge. Nice uppercut from Goodridge.
Goodridge is looking for a bit of a battle, isn't he? He's looking for a bit of a tear up. And if Charlie's not careful, he's going to be drawn into a bit of a tear up. Charlie is the better, I think, for me. You know, he is a classy fighter, and he needs to be careful not to be drawn into that battle. He's got to start using that jab and start bringing him onto that left hook.
Yeah, Goodridge coming forward a lot here. We're yet to see too much of the jab really from either of them. Goodridge used it a lot early on, but wanting to come through, wanting to come on, nice few punches, but Shane takes them well. Goodridge just playing a little bit to the crowd, maybe slightly prematurely. Lovely body shot from Shane. Just waited for him to come in and then landed nicely. Quite a bit of a tear up here, Ian.
Yeah, I mean it was. I mean they were both very excitable. They came straight out and they were looking for the bombs. But Charlie settled in well there towards the end. He's got a nice tidy jab. I'd like to see that in the next round. But the away fighter from Wales, is it, John?
From Wales, from Port Talbot, yeah.
Yeah, he's all the way from Wales. Yeah, it's a long way to come to be beat. So he hasn't come all the way to be beaten, that's for sure. And he's here. He wants to be here and he wants to do well.
How did you see that first round, Dan? If I can draw you away from the ring card, girl.
Well, she is very pretty, isn't she? But no, first round definitely to Shane there. Again, more aggressive fighter, looking for landing the better shots as well. Goodridge, he is a tough guy, he's never been stopped as well. So it's going to be interesting. He's going to have to put some work in, Charlie Shane. He's going to have to use that left hook and try and hopefully catch him.
Into the second. Again, Goodridge straight forward, that come forward style. And looking to throw.
Really aggressive, isn't he? He's really, really aggressive, the Welsh lad, and he's looking for something. But what Charlie, I think, has got to do here is as he comes rushing forward, he's got to start throwing that left hook and start to look at to catch him as he comes forward. You know, and don't be drawn into that battle, Charlie.
Looking for Charlie Shane to counter punch.
Goodridge is definitely here for the battle today, isn't he? He's here for a tear up today. He hasn't come all this way for nothing. You can see it in his eyes.
But Shane landed nicely here as Goodridge comes forward. Shane landed nicely on the body. And if you know the best form of counteracting that come forward style is to start to land, is to start to slow your man down a little bit.
Yeah, better work from Charlie. Start to throw, 2, 3, 4 jabs there. And that's what I want to see a little bit more from Charlie. He's got to keep that head up. He's got to keep them hands up. And if he does that, he can catch Goodridge a little bit more often than he has been.
Referee just having a word with Goodridge there.
I mean, the best work comes when he works from behind his jab, just like there a minute ago. He's going to have to use that jab to really keep Goodridge off him, because as you can see, Goodridge is just looking to draw him in. He wants it rough, he wants it tight.
Yeah, coming in with that high guard every time, trying to get in and work on the inside. But Shane has landed some nice counter body punching. But again, Goodridge is coming forward, driving him back. Landed with a nice right there.
Yeah, I mean it's hard. I mean Charlie's got great power, and it's hard to, when you've got a lad that's coming forward all the time, it's hard to set your feet and throw shots back as powerfully. The lad from Wales is very, very forward, and Charlie's on the back foot trying to throw, you know, put in some tidy work, but it's hard when you've got a style like the Welsh lad. He's making it awkward for Charlie.
Lovely body shot there. Referee just moments before had a little word about the use of the elbows. But again, looking for those 3 or 4 punch flurries, Goodridge, and you're going to tire yourself out, especially if those are not landing. Shane reverting there back to his jab. Oh, nice 3 or 4 shots unloading. High guard still from Goodridge though. It's going to be difficult to hit. And the pace feels like from Goodridge slowing a little bit. Shane just leaning in. Just trying to throw, as they say in the game, but punches in bunches, just a couple of 1-2s there. Trying to land something to stop Goodridge continually coming forward. Nice work again from the body, nice head movement still from Shane. Great round there.
Yeah, great round, great battle for both opponents there, both fighters. I thought Charlie, was the better fighter there. He threw some good shots to the body, could have come up to the head, but he's a scrappy one, this Welsh lad. He's making it hard for Charlie to throw clean shots. Charlie, for me, let's have the Welsh lad coming forward. Charlie, plant your feet, start to throw your left hook, follow that with the right hand, and see if you can catch him with that great left hook you got.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'd say the exact same as what Harman's just said there again. Giving the second round to Charlie Shane. I mean, that's going to be a tough one to score, that one. I mean,
is it tougher because Goodridge keeps coming forward?
Definitely. I mean, you don't know what's going to impress the judges today. But for me, Charlie with the cleaner needs to work. But again, the fact that Goodridge is so aggressive, keeps coming forward, some judges are impressed by that.
Seconds out, round 3.
So we're at the halfway point. Goodridge again, quick off his stool. And both fighters trying to be busy. Shane trying to keep a little bit of distance here, just to be able to throw the jab, to be able to get the space to get the jab off.
Charlie's trying to stay away from him now a little bit. He doesn't want to be caught up in that nonsense he was previously, and he wants to try and stay on his jab, get on his jab, and start letting a few of his own shots. And like Dan said earlier on, he is the neater of the two fighters, and he is being upset. His work is being upset by the other lad, but if he can start putting some shots together and start putting some combinations together, he can catch him with that left hook that he's done previously. But he's making it hard. It's a scrappy one. This.
I mean, like we all know, styles make fights, and unfortunately, Goodridge here, he's not making this a very neat, all-boxing affair, is he?
A lot of the work being done as Goodridge comes forward, but exchanging again. Nice, crisp jab, and Shane looking to hit a move, looking to stay a little bit on the back foot, fight from the back foot, and as Ian said, not get caught up.
Yeah, I mean, he turned his fighter well there over there in the corner, and he's moving his head a lot better. He's moving a lot better now, Charlie. He's looking a lot slicker than he was in the first, but and he's started to settle into his fight a little. He's got his rhythm a little bit.
Lots of movement. And quite clearly, referee called stop boxing there. He's going to have a little word here. And he's going to take a point here. He is going to take a point from Goodridge. He's spoken to him twice so far. That the third time. Told him to break, and we'll lose a point for that.
Yeah, now's the time for Charlie. He start to throw to the body. So he came forward there. He did exactly that. He threw to the body, and he's open this Welsh lad to the body, and Charlie needs to be looking for that opening.
Charlie has to be careful here that Goodridge's work rate don't take him away from this fight, because his work rate, Goodridge, is unbelievable so far. Non-stop throwing punch.
Yeah, lots of energy, good stamina. Nice uppercut there, which Shane took well. And good again, coming back Shane straight away, shots to the body. And you can just tell sometimes when a fighter gets a little bit unsettled and starts to look at the referee, starts to complain a little bit, as Goodridge did there. Landing nicely there with that uppercut,
Yeah, it's
Shane.
a nice right uppercut as the Welsh lad came forward, it's a nice right uppercut, and that's what he's got to start doing a little bit more often, I think.
Nice two crisp jabs there from Charlie Shane, the local lad.
It's almost as if Charlie realises now that he's not getting rid of Goodridge today. He's not getting Goodridge. Goodridge ain't going anywhere, and he's almost he's realised that, and he's sort of stepping back now. Tight round.
Another really good round there. Shane starting to avoid and try and evade some of the shots.
Yeah, Goodridge is, like Dan said, he's unbelievable. He's got a good work rate. He's coming forward, non-stop aggression from Goodridge. But Charlie's doing well to keep him off, and if he's doing well, staying on his toes. He's moving away from Goodridge. He's working the jab. He's working the body, and it's doing well so far. But he's looking Goodridge to tie Charlie up and get him involved in a tear-up, and that's where he's going to get caught. Is inside on the inside, and if Charlie needs to stay away from him a little bit.
I think that point that he's just lost there is going to cost him dearly, because for me, I gave that round to Goodridge. Obviously, with the point there, I scored that as a draw that round. So,
well, one more round to go in this super middleweight contest. Both these fighters in just their 6th fight, and you fancy they're going to try and leave it all in the ring now. It's a nice left counter from Shane, but Goodridge looks energised again.
He's got to have a
coming
knockdown
forward.
Here. He's got to have a knockdown here, hasn't he, Goodridge? Let's get back into this. He needs that knockdown. He needs a 10-8 round.
Yeah, you feel this is he's going to have to let his hands go here a little bit, Goodridge, if he's going to create the opportunity.
Yeah, Goodridge is a battler though. He's definitely not giving up. I mean, he's got a big heart, Goodridge, and I've been impressed with his work rate. I've been impressed with his aggression. Unfortunately, he's lost a point in the 3rd, and again, that's going to cause him. That's going to make a difference.
Charlie Shane's corner imploring him here to keep moving, to not stay and exchange. There's a lovely left there from Shane.
Yeah, that was a good left shot. Again, good shots to the body from Charlie, and his work rate is unbelievable. Some good jabs, 2 jabs there from Charlie.
Goodridge will inevitably get a little desperate here, but continues to stalk, and you have to credit him for continuing to come forward. He has come forward this entire fight. Lovely right there.
Yeah, it's a good right.
And a second right uppercut.
The fighters are starting to get tired now. I mean, 4 rounds, 4 threes. Unbelievable effort from both fighters. They're going to get tired now. They put unbelievable stamina from both teams, from both fighters, and they are starting to tire a little bit, John.
Shane's corner again, imploring him, stick behind the jab, just to keep the fight at distance, and that's what he's starting to do. Just tying up a little bit. That's nice from Shane. 3-punch combination. But Goodridge still coming forward, still trying to force the work.
He's just on him all the time, isn't he? Charlie he's doing brilliantly to stay away from him. He's constantly on him, and he's not giving any room for Charlie to put in his neat work like he normally does. Charlie, he's looking good. I mean, he's keeping that jab pumping. He's staying on his toes. He's moving his head lovely as he just did there. He's rolling his man, but the Goodridge isn't giving him a chance to kind of settle in, really, is he?
Last few moments of this fight. Both fighters.
What do you think about the nickname Magic Man? What do you reckon, Magic Man? Opinions on that, Rouse? Magic Man.
Magic, well, you know,
Catching you off guard here,
you've got to have a nickname.
More like Metal Man to me.
Metal Man.
He's a tough Welsh
guy. He's a tough Welsh lad, and I've got to say, credit where credit's due. You know, Goodridge, great effort, massive heart, and what a tough character.
Yeah, definitely. Got Goodridge from Wales, definitely. Massive tough come forward fight for me. Very, very close fight. I'll give that one.
Is it going to be? I mean, we'll hear the scorecards in a sec from the ref, but
I scored that one there.
But is that point off going to cost him here? Is it that close, or do you not have it that close?
For me, I I'd say that point has cost him dearly. For me, it's 38-37, Charlie.
Ian?
Yeah, I don't know, this might go away with a draw. I mean, it's going to be close. Goodridge, I mean, they might be impressed by his work rate for Goodridge. So we'll see how this goes. Could be a draw, who knows?
Boxers in the ring, come on! Incredibly entertaining contest. Your referees, Lee Emery scores. After 4 hard-fought rounds, 40 points to 36 points in favour of the red corner, Charlie.
It was unanimous. 40 points to 36. The ref scored every single round there to Charlie Shane.
I thought Goodridge might have caught a round there at least, but Charlie was the neater fighter, the classier fighter, and his work rate, it's got to be commended, like I said, Goodridge, but Charlie was the neater fighter of the two.